Number 5. The Ray Lewis case, a complex and controversial episode in NFL history, unfolded in the early hours of January 31st, 2000, outside a nightclub in Atlanta, Georgia. Lewis, then a star linebacker for the Baltimore Ravens, and two companions, Reginald Oakley and Joseph Sweeting, were involved in a confrontation that tragically escalated into violence. Two men, Jacinth Baker and Richard Lawler, were stabbed to death outside the club. Lewis and his companions were initially charged with murder. However, the case took a dramatic turn when Lewis agreed to testify for the prosecution in exchange for a reduced charge of obstruction of justice. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to a year of probation. The circumstances surrounding the incident remain a subject of debate. While Lewis maintained his innocence and claimed self-defense, the case raised questions about his involvement in the events leading up to the tragic deaths. The plea deal, while avoiding a potential life sentence, cast a long shadow over Lewis's career and his public image. Despite the controversy, Lewis continued to excel on the field, leading the Ravens to victory in Super Bowl 35 and establishing himself as one of the greatest linebackers in NFL history. However, the events of that fateful night in Atlanta will forever be a part of his legacy. Number 4. The Jovan Belcher case tragically unfolded on December 1st, 2012, leaving a profound impact on the NFL and the wider community. Belcher, a promising young linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs, tragically shot and killed his girlfriend Cassandra Perkins at their home. The tragedy deepened further when Belcher drove to the Chiefs' training facility and, in a heart-wrenching scene, committed suicide in front of team officials, including general manager Scott Pioli and head coach Romeo Crennel. This horrific act of violence sent shockwaves through the NFL and the nation, highlighting the devastating impact of domestic violence and the complexities of mental health issues. The case raised serious concerns about the mental and emotional well-being of professional athletes, particularly those who endure the physical and psychological demands of a high-impact sport like football. Subsequent investigations revealed that Belcher had been struggling with depression and anxiety, and a posthumous diagnosis of chronic traumatic encephalopathy (CTE) further fueled the conversation about the long-term effects of repeated head trauma in athletes. Number 3. The O.J. Simpson trial, a captivating and polarizing event, transfixed the nation in the mid-1990s. On June 12, 1994, the lives of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman were tragically cut short. They were found brutally murdered outside Nicole Simpson's Los Angeles condominium. The spotlight immediately turned to O.J. Simpson, Nicole's ex-husband, a beloved former NFL star whose life seemed to embody the American dream. The evidence, however, was compelling. A trail of blood leading from the crime scene to Simpson's residence, and a pair of blood-stained gloves found at his property seemingly connected him to the crime. The ensuing trial became a media circus, a spectacle that captivated the nation and transfixed the world. The courtroom, transformed into a stage for a gripping drama, witnessed a parade of high-powered lawyers, explosive testimony, and shocking revelations. The trial of the century unfolded before a global audience, with every twist and turn dissected and analyzed by legal experts and armchair detectives alike. The defense, led by the charismatic and unconventional Johnny Cochran, masterfully exploited racial tensions and alleged police misconduct, casting doubt on the prosecution's case and portraying Simpson as a victim of a racist justice system. "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit" defense, a powerful and memorable slogan, resonated with many, highlighting the perceived flaws in the prosecution's case. On October 3, 1995, the jury delivered a verdict that shocked the nation: not guilty. The acquittal of O.J. Simpson, while bringing a sense of relief to his supporters, ignited a firestorm of controversy. Many believed that justice had not been served, while others celebrated the verdict, as a triumph over a biased and racially charged system. The O.J. Simpson trial, a watershed moment in American history, continues to be a subject of intense debate and scrutiny. It raised profound questions about race, justice, media influence, and the complexities of the American legal system. The case, a cautionary tale of fame, fortune, and the tragic consequences of violence, remains a powerful reminder of the enduring power of the media, the fragility of the justice system, and the enduring impact of human fallibility. Number 2. The Ray Carruth case is a tale of betrayal, greed, and the tragic consequences of violence. Ray Carruth, a promising young NFL wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, saw his life and career unravel in a horrifying act of violence. In November 1999, Carruth's pregnant girlfriend, Sherika Adams, was driving in Charlotte, North Carolina, when a gunman opened fire on her vehicle. Miraculously, Adams survived the initial attack. Adams succumbed to her injuries a few weeks later. The investigation that followed revealed an evil plot. Carruth, desperate to avoid the responsibilities of fatherhood, had allegedly conspired with others to have Adams murdered. He enlisted the help of Van Brett Watkins, a childhood friend, to carry out the hit. Watkins, along with Michael Kennedy, acted as the getaway driver. The trial that ensued captivated the nation, a tragic drama unfolding in the courtroom. Carruth, once a rising star in the NFL, faced the weight of the accusations, his life and career hanging in the balance. Despite his attempts to distance himself from the crime, the evidence against him was overwhelming.
Chancellor Adams, his son, was born prematurely with cerebral palsy and other disabilities due to oxygen deprivation at birth. He survived despite his mother being fatally shot by Watkins. Now 24, he graduated from high school in Charlotte, North Carolina.
In 2001, a jury found Carruth guilty of conspiracy to commit murder, using an instrument to destroy an unborn child and discharging a firearm into an occupied vehicle. He was sentenced to 18 to 24 years in prison, a sentence that would forever alter the trajectory of his life. And finally, number 1. The Aaron Hernandez case is a tragic tale of a fallen star, a cautionary tale of the perils of fame and fortune. Once a celebrated NFL tight end for the New England Patriots, Hernandez's life spiraled into a downward spiral of violence and self-destruction. In June 2013, the life of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player and Hernandez's friend, was tragically cut short. Lloyd's body was found executed in an industrial park near Hernandez's home. The subsequent investigation, fueled by surveillance footage, witness testimony, and forensic evidence, painted a picture of a premeditated murder. Hernandez was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, along with his associates, Ernest Wallace and Carlos Ortiz. The trial, a media circus that captivated the nation, unfolded over several months, revealing a disturbing picture of Hernandez's descent into darkness. In April 2015, Hernandez was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This verdict marked the beginning of a tragic downfall for the once promising athlete. Hernandez's life took another unexpected turn during his incarceration. He was acquitted of another double homicide, a case that haunted his legal battles. However, just days after his acquittal, Hernandez was found dead in his prison cell, a suspected suicide. The Aaron Hernandez case remains a chilling reminder of the complexities of human behavior, the destructive nature of violence, and the fragility of fame and fortune. It serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of mental health and the devastating consequences of unchecked aggression.